No vídeo de hoje eu vou conversar com o Omer, um dev que mora na Alemanha e que criou uma das skills mais baixadas do mundo do Claude Code com mais de 1 milhão de installs. I can already see the title for this video, like, it's over for social media managers. Ele vai contar pra gente como que ele conseguiu fazer a skill que ele criou se tornar uma das mais baixadas do mundo, otimizando o marketing dele para atrair agentes de IA ao invés de seres humanos.
The agents are the customers for skills.
E mostrar pra gente por que essa skill se tornou uma das mais populares na comunidade de AI. Could we maybe post this image on Twitter?
Yeah, let me actually do that. We have our post.
Oh my God! Então, bora que o vídeo vai começar. Omer, thank you very much for joining me today in my channel. I'm really happy to have you here.
Thank you for having me. It's exciting.
Me too, I'm really excited for this video. I first came across agent tools in Vercel skill directory. And what really caught my attention is the fact that you were like one of the most downloaded skills in the world for Claude Code. So I'm curious to know, how did you get to this point? Because a lot of my audience, they're builders, right? So they usually build amazing products, but they often struggle with the distribution part. How did you get from like one founder, like solo founder, to one of the most downloaded skills for Claude Code?
To answer your question, the first part is I was early on skills.sh. But the second part, which came really quickly, was Vercel introduced their own skill, which is called Find Skills. It basically searches the directory. And it was just something that's sitting there to be grabbed. It's search engine optimization all over again. So their skill and CLI tool is open source on GitHub. It was easy to see how it referenced or referred other skills. So what I did was, okay, here are the things that my skills can do. I just need people who are searching for these skills or searching to do something to find what I built, which would make their lives easier. So that's how it kind of became the one of the most popular skills on skills.sh.
Very interesting. So, I mean, just playing this back to you to make sure that I understand it. So, you used Vercel skill directory as your main distribution channel, more than GitHub, like I think, and then you optimize your skill for Find Skill SEO. So, I mean,
yes.
To my audience, just so they know, there's a skill called Find Skills that will help you find skills in skills directory. And what Omer is saying is that he optimized the skill that he created to be more easily found by the Find Skill skill. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes, that's correct.
Wow, I love that. Because like there's this, like people are talking about like this GEO, so generative engine optimization sort of thing. So that's pretty much what you did, right? You optimize your skill to be found by the agents using this other skill.
Yes, absolutely. One advantage is the skills I've shared solve very specific problems. So you can easily imagine what people would be searching for. One trick is I let my agent come up with the right keywords, because the agents are the customers for skills. Like the agent has to think about what it would search if we want to generate an image or a video. So when you optimize for those keywords using Claude Code, you know that other Claude Codes are going to be searching those exact keywords, and it's the perfect match when that happens.
I love the strategy. Okay, like I think it's so smart, and I think that's one of the reasons why you're managing to do this being a one-man company, because like you're so smart about marketing that you don't really have to like create content and do like all of that. It was really, really smart move. Congratulations. Just for my audience to understand, what is Agent Tools? Can you briefly explain for dummies and engineers what is Agent Tools and what are the tools that this gives your agent access to?
So there is something fundamentally different from other skills. I'll get a little bit technical here, but stop me or correct me at any point. Most of the early skills are just kind of system prompts that are ready-made for specific tasks describing how to use a certain API. Ours also explains how to use something, but the most crucial part is we have a CLI tool, the Inference CLI, which I've actually built it for myself at first because it's built to be used by agents. And it actually solves the problem of you can obviously give your agent a normal skill and tell it, okay, here's an API, figure out how to use it, and it will maybe try to write code to use it. It will do its best to use that information. What we build is we give this tool directly to the agent, which it can really interact with it easily in a spoken kind of way. So the commands just become inference app run p video, for example, just to generate a video. It can learn about additional apps through that CLI. It can learn how to use them, can learn what kind of output they give, and therefore, since it's easy to do this, the most fundamental step, running AI apps and more easily, the best part becomes it starts combining things. So it can come up with a story, generate images for it, and from those images create videos, actually lip sync those videos to the audio it generates, and it can simply create a short film end to end by itself. I've seen some people automate their video generation workflows. I've seen character animations. I've seen people automating their Twitter accounts, and there are a lot of different examples.
Other than talking about this, could you show us how it works? I think it will be really interesting.
Yeah, of course. So skills.sh is the easiest way to browse and install skills right now. And we have our inference sh skills and agent tools. So this skill basically describes how we install our CLI tool, and it gives examples so the agent can pick up what to do at first hand. Let's copy the installation command, and I'll paste it here. It will ask you a few things about what agents you're using, where to install it. I'll choose Cloud Code. I'll install it globally. So our skill is installed. Let me clear my screen, and let's dive into our Cloud Code. Okay, now we have our agent tool skill. You can also confirm this by asking Claude, hey, tell me about the agent tools skill.
Okay, it's working.
Perfect. It's asking us if we want to run something with it. I'm a Power user, so I already know a few things. I have this prompt ready, so let's try generating an image. I'd like to generate an image. And let's actually first ask what models are available. So the CLI tool can actually search for the apps. It can recommend more than what we mentioned in the skill. It will always get the most up-to-date options. So as you can see, it's fetching a lot of different options. Let's use the new Gemini 3.1, which is the Nano Banana 2. Let's use Gemini 3.1 and generate an image with prompt. Okay.
Let's see. So basically what it's doing, like in your prompt, you made it really clear which of the tools you wanted to use, and then you share the prompt that you want Cloud Code to use with this tool, which is Nano Banana CLI.
Yes, exactly.
Cool.
And now we have our image. Let's do a quick look.
Yes.
Here it is.
That is exactly what I was looking for. I love it. I love it. Very, very
Perfect.
interesting, Omer. Thank you. Could we maybe post this image on Twitter?
Yeah, let me actually do that. I'll actually mention your user. Let's tweet this image and mention Deborah and say posting this using our agents. As you can see, it has found the X post create, and it's going to ask us before doing anything. It depends on your permissions. You can just let it do this all the time, but I would just explicitly give it a permission for one time.
Let's see.
Let's say we post this tweet. Want me to go ahead? Yes, let's do that. And all right, we have our post. Posted
Oh my
from
God.
the official, yeah, and it mentioned you. You should be able to see it right now.
I can already see the title for this video, like, it's over for social media managers.
I'll just ask the agent to animate this image for us.
So seems like we have a video.
Yes, let's look at that.
Let's see. So cool.
Amazing.
Really, really cool. And like, I wonder, I mean, you probably can use this with like FmpEG to like join multiple video clips together and edit them.
Yes, Inference has a special app called Stitch Videos. It can basically just join videos. And more than that, we have a Remotion renderer. So your agent can create complex animated video using these images and videos and render that and give you a longer clip that can have text on it and different transitions. So there are really endless options that you can play with.
Are you using Remotion for that?
Yes.
I have a prompt for that if you want to try that out.
Okay, let's
me
see
try.
what happens. Well, I'll just copy the entire thing and ask it to do the first two scenes.
Okay.
Create this Remotion video with... Okay, let's see what it cooks. Let's do a quick look.
Yay!
And obviously you can combine this with more AI generated videos and images and automate this whole progress. Like you can post to X. There are other social media apps are coming to Inference, and you can also build your own apps. Like if there's something missing, the platform I built, it's not a closed platform, it's open. You can create your own private apps to do basically anything yourself and give your agents different tools than what we already have.
Pessoal, desculpa interromper o vídeo de vocês, mas só para dizer que essa entrevista e todo o resumão aqui do que a gente aprendeu com o Omer vai estar na minha newsletter DevGPT, a melhor newsletter de AI do Brasil. Então, se você ainda não se inscreveu na minha newsletter, para de perder tempo e se inscreve aqui para você não perder minhas próximas edições.
Could you maybe run a prompt that is like, show me all the CLIs that you have available in Agent Tools, just so my audience knows what they can expect when they try to use it?
Yes. Let's see what it comes up with. Right now we have, I think it was more than 150 last I counted. So we have small helpers. This is for the flows feature we have. They can basically stitch together different cases. We have these utilities. You can merge medias, video and audio. You can extract them. You can get their durations. You can caption videos, supplying text. It will just put it on them. You can put videos on repeat. You can have your agent generate HTML code and render it as an image. So you can create slides with this tool. And you can have your agent run different code in our cloud. So you don't need to have Python or anything else installed, basically. You can have it use a full browser. And something we demoed, you can use Remotion render. You can run web searches on here. You can generate 3D assets. You can fully automate your Twitter. You can like, delete, get, create. This one is quite popular because, as you might know, the Twitter API is, if you want to use it as a developer yourself, it's a big financial commitment. But using through our platform, you can just pay for what you use. You have these specialized web search tools from Tavily and Exa. You have all these different LLMs that you can use as a substitute through your agent. You have fantastic video generation tools from Google, ByteDance. Most recently, we added Pruna's models, and we are now adding Kling as an option. And same with image editing. You have upscalers. You have image editing options where you can change something in the image. You can mask images and remove backgrounds. And obviously, you can generate images using all these different options. Some of them are incredibly good. Some of them are incredibly fast. And they all have a different kind of taste when generating images. And you have audio and speech. You can use XAI, 11 Labs, and all these other amazing models from different labs. You can use them for dubbing. You can use them to change dialogues in a video if you need. And you can do lip syncing even with cartoon characters.
So I think like before skills, people were using MCPs to give your agent like access to external tools. And what you're basically doing, which I consider like a much smarter approach, is that you use skills to teach your agents how to use CLI tools. So you're still giving them access to external tools like an MCP would do, but I think like the context window just like becomes a little more preserved because you don't have like all the JSON blobs and like context bloat from MCPs. So it's probably like a much better engineering approach to it, right?
Exactly. I've been scrutinized for this, but I've never been a believer or a fan of MCPs. Conceptually, they're great, but in practice, it felt like just a lot of bloat for agents. Seeing like a lot of these different MCPs connected, loading a lot of different JSONs into my context, which I don't use at all, always felt like a burden.
I agree. So like to my non-technical audience, every time you use an MCP, you end up bloating your context because with the MCP response. So every time you get a response, your context window gets filled with this response. And then the more you load your context window with information or with like these MCP responses, this like lowers your model performance. So what Omer is doing, which is like a much better engineering approach, like AI engineering approach, is that he uses CLI instead. So like the response of the CLI is much shorter. And because of that, the context window remains preserved and you keep your model performance preserved as well.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. What if my audience wants to give it a try? Like where do they go? How do they access this? How they create their own accounts?
They can just go to inference.sh. They can just click get started. They will get into the app. And all the things that you've seen during this video, you can also use them directly through the UI.
Got it.
So if you just want to do something yourself, it's available here. And if you want to install the skills, we can share the link under the video. It's on GitHub, and all the instructions are here. And usually most agents know where to go look for skills, so they can just ask it to find the inference.sh skills.
Cool. So I mean, if they don't want to do the agent to find the skills for them, they can just like go to Inference website, create their own account, then go to GitHub, which will drop the link in video description, copy the install command, and then install the skill, run Claude, and then just start prompting it. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
The easiest way, they can run one of these commands to install the skill directly, and it will guide them through everything, how to create the account, how to connect it to their agent. Everything is very clear step by step, so they shouldn't have any issues doing that.
I love it. Really,
One
really
other
cool.
thing to mention is there are other entrepreneurs and developers that are using our platform to create different kinds of apps, like 3D content generation app or mobile apps. So if anyone in the audience wants to do that, I'm happy to help. You'll find my Twitter easily. You can feel free to reach out to me. It doesn't have to be the use of inference. I'm happy to help you in your journey however I can.
Thank you. I might just be one of the entrepreneurs that will reach out to you. I have so many
Yes.
ideas. As you're sharing your screen and sharing all the possibilities, I have so many business ideas already. So this is
I
really
also
cool.
have a lot to learn from you. Yeah.
Thank you. Omer, thank you very, very much for joining me today. It was a pleasure to just like see you talking and seeing how inference and agent tools works. And I'm really looking forward for what's next for you.
Thank you for having me. This was very exciting, and I'm looking forward to doing more work with you in general.
Thank you very much.
E esse é o fim de mais um vídeo no meu canal. Se você gostou desse vídeo, por favor, deixe seu like aqui para saber se você gostou. Aproveite e deixe seu comentário e me conta quem que é o próximo convidado que eu deveria trazer aqui pro meu canal. E só para não me esquecer, se você ainda não se inscreveu no meu canal, aproveita e se inscreve aqui no meu canal, porque assim você fica sabendo dos meus próximos vídeos, tá bom? Então, mais uma vez, muito obrigada pela atenção de vocês e até a próxima.